right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. As always, I'm Sum.
And I'm Cody. And this is Cody Sum. And we are the duo who does more than each other.
And sometimes other boys.
It's just we do more than each other. Like we also do podcasts.
Do other things.
It's
Well, in this video,
entendre.
we're going to talk about doing other people.
Well, not me doing other people.
I guess a little bit about my journey.
Instead of us conversing about stuff we know together, I'm going to ask him questions about something I'm not as informed about.
I mean, whenever I'm talking about this out with friends, these are kind of the common questions that we get anyways.
Yeah.
So let's do a video on it. Let's dive into what happens at a studio shoot versus what goes on at an OnlyFans shoot.
Yeah. The two of us have an OnlyFans together. If you don't know that, now you know. Go look at it.
I've worked with Sean Cody, Falcon, Squirt, and Next Door.
I always thought Next Door and Sean Cody were the same.
I used to think that Falcon was like grunge, like guys in harnesses and kink and leather and stuff.
I don't know. I don't watch that.
And apparently it's actually like All American Boy Next Door is kind of their vibe. I don't know.
We'll just get right into it. So, like, do you like filming with studios? And, you know, give us the process and maybe the differences than I know with OnlyFans. And
Absolutely.
Is it what you expected?
No, it's good. It's a side hustle to everything else that we're already doing.
How many side hustles do we need to equal one main
we
hustle?
live in LA where you need to have multiple streams of income.
I need more, yeah.
And I think right now we're at 5 or 6.
That's so many. Just money revenue.
Money revenue is like,
streams.
money streams like Airbnb.
Yes.
We got Airbnb, we got the studio, we got the OnlyFans, we got the YouTube,
We got my job,
we got your job, we got
your job.
my residuals. So if one goes away, still have 4 or 5 left. So that's the
4
goal.
go away, we still have 1 or 2 left.
Exactly.
We might have to move, but we're still.
No, there's a whole book on that you need to have at least 5 sources of passive income coming in. And actually some of this isn't passive. So
People don't become millionaires by just keeping their 6-figure salary job only.
But I do enjoy it, and I'm going to keep doing it as long as they'll have me, that it's working for our relationship and it's still a healthy dynamic, which it is right now.
So tell them how many you do like a month.
So I think it's been like 3 a month, except for August when we were gone for the whole month. But then I came back and I did 4 in September.
And now kind of go through the process of an average shoot.
Each studio is a little different, but you get there, you check in. So say your call time's at 10 o'clock. That check-in paperwork, which is just you saying on camera that you're there under your own free will and that you're not intoxicated. You show proof of identification. Even if they know who you are, you just have to do that for legal purposes. They take photos and then you film all the action after that. You're there for about 4 or 5 hours on average, sometimes quicker if your scene partner's quick.
Is it kind of what you expected it to be? Is there something that you do that you were like, oh wow, I didn't even think about this?
I didn't realize there'd be so much that went into like the check-in process with us shooting. We just put up the camera and go, or if we invite someone over, it's like we put up the camera and go. Like there's a whole check-in process of signing paperwork, signing what you're going to pay.
And you have to get like tests done.
You have to get tested like before every shoot. So I'm tested constantly, and also people have asked like, okay, so what happens if you come up negative, what happens if your test comes back positive for any sort of STD? Do you lose the shoot or do they move it? Luckily have not tested positive since I've done shooting, but you would lose out on the shoot because it's
and they have backups ready.
Not always.
You were a backup.
Yeah.
Then they used you, didn't you?
I was a backup once and they did use me because someone tested positive, but Sean Cody, I don't think has backups. Like if you can't shoot, then both people lose out on that shoot. So yeah, they don't postpone the shoot for you basically.
That would be stressful too if you're someone who is relying on that check.
I'm happy that they're testing me very often, so I just know that I'm clean.
Yeah, and you and I have sex all the time.
Yeah,
and I'm constantly tested just because I'm on the Aperture shot,
right,
which is the prep but shot form. I get it every month, so I get tested every time I go in there. So between the two of us, we are tested quite often.
I just get preachy, but like if you are sexually active, like you should be getting tested every 2 to 3 months, and you should definitely be on prep because there's.
Well, if you should be on prep number 1.
Yeah. And
if you are, you will be getting tested every 2 to 3 months.
We aren't sponsored by them yet, but I'd love to be. Hey Mister,
honestly, you don't need to be sponsored by them. I will preach that.
Like you can get free
Get on
prep from them, and they have a whole system that they use. So if they're listening, maybe you should work with us because we love you guys. We've done some reels and TikToks for them too. So
Very good company. Do you get to see any of these videos or photos before the release? Do you help in the selection process of the ones they're using?
I don't have a say in anything. So I'm just paid as a, freelance to be there. They have ownership of all the photos they take. I don't have a say on which ones they end up using or any part of how they edit the video.
Because I know a few of your scenes and photos have been posted, and there's some you really like, and there's some you're like, ooh, I don't know why they used that one.
Some of the first ones they used for my first scene, I just hated all of them.
Yeah.
I hated all of them.
It was before you started bulking, so you looked a little boyish.
And my hair transplant was just starting to grow in.
You didn't actually look that boyish in person.
Yeah, I think also my hair transplant was just starting to grow in, and which is a reason why I waited to shoot with them. But I did have someone in the comments say that I looked like Chucky, and that hurt my feelings. So if you're watching, just know that you hurt my feelings.
I do not look like Chucky.
But
he's not cute.
Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback.
It's always someone who's no-faced that's a troll. They're never hot.
No, they look like Chucky probably.
They're
reflecting. Do you have any say on who you're doing a scene with, or do you know beforehand, or is it kind of like you walk in and it's like, bam, like here's who you're having sex with today?
I mean, I don't have a say, but I usually do ask because my manager is the one that books things for me, and I do usually ask him to send me a picture of what the person looks like. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to show up whether I'm attracted to them or not. Mm-hmm. I would say like 90% of the people I've filmed a scene with, there's been a connection or some sort of bond or chemistry, like where like I've enjoyed their company, even maybe they're not completely my type, but there's still enough to enjoy the situation.
Yeah. Do you get to pick what position you want to do, or do you not have any choice at all? They're like, you're bodying and you're sucking his dick and you're gonna lick his toes. Or
so each studio has been a little bit different. They do know when you get there who's topping and who's bottoming. I already know going into the scene, like I'm gonna top today or I'm gonna bottom today. This one studio has a checklist of all the things you can do along the way: spitting, spanking, vocal, verbal, rough, anal, cream pie, all that stuff. You just check off your yeses and your nos, and then when you're checking in, they have you read like, what were your no's? For me, I usually don't have a lot of no's. There's just a couple things that I'm not that into. Like I don't want someone to spit in my mouth. But other than that, there's not a lot on there that I'm like opposed to. One of my first scenes, the guy said he was straight apparently, so he said no kissing. That just was so weird to me. You're not gonna kiss me, and I just feel like that's what gets me going.
He must have been Mormon.
I don't know. I really liked him though. He was funny.
Oh, you're a chuckle fucker.
I was a chuckle fucker. He's so funny. It's so hot.
You're a chuckle fucker. That's why you like me.
Sex lives of college girls, everyone.
I know it's to be no fisting, no urine,
no fist shaming. I definitely would fist someone. I have not done it yet. I know it's not gonna be. I know it's not gonna be you, but I feel like I'm gonna do it to someone eventually.
Do you find that you're enjoying the sex for these studio shoots? Is there good chemistry?
It definitely feels transactional because it is. 90% of the people I've worked with, I have felt some sort of chemistry. It still can feel like a performance because you're stopping and going and having to move yourself for the angle and make sure that the director's getting the view they want. And so sometimes it can take you out of it. Even if you are in the middle of enjoying the person you're with, the people that are directing the show can take you out of it.
Yeah.
So that's what can take so long.
Well, just from what you hear from you, I don't think studio porn would really be my route. I think I'd be excited if I went in there and there was like someone there that I have been watching in porn for years. If I don't connect with them, that would kind of ruin it for me with them a little bit. I am like doing OnlyFans, which this. I'm like very mentally led through our filming for OnlyFans, and I feel like I would get really lost kind of in the moment. Have you filmed with someone that we've also collab with?
It's gone both ways. I've had a couple people that I've filmed with for studio that we've already filmed with for OnlyFans, and then a couple that I've networked because I met them on a studio shoot and we scheduled a time to.
That's where I'm winning in this situation. You bringing the hot porn stars to collab with me then?
Yeah, I feel like you're. I feel like you're getting a little some out of this. You get to reap the benefits of anyone that I really hit it off with. If they're coming over, that means we had some natural organic chemistry.
And as hot as the straight guys are that do gay porn, someone knows that I would rather hook up with a gay man because I like our OnlyFans and how it's organic and, real chemistry. Yeah. I feel like that would kind of take away from our overall brand and the kind of empire that we built. I've never watched any of your porn scenes. I don't know
He
why.
hates them.
It's not that I hate them. I have enough videos
I haven't watched them either.
of you having sex that I don't think I need to watch those.
There's only like 3 that are out. There's still a lot that
But
they
even
have.
when I do you watch porn, I do watch the organic videos from other people, so I don't really watch a lot of the studio stuff. You know how they kind of set the mood or they set up the situation and there's some like acting. Are you acting?
One shoot I did with Squirt was acting. We had 2 scenes. Did some stuff I'd never done before, which was one. We were in a kitchen and we were boyfriends and we were making ice cream sundaes, and it was like, oh babe, yeah, make sure to put some caramel on there. Oh yeah, and then he would like go to put the whipped cream, but then he moved it, so then it squirted on his underwear instead of in the bowl, and then like,
so
it wasn't scripted. It was just like they just wanted us to be cute in the kitchen.
Are
and
they focused on those scenes, or like did you have to shoot that a couple of times, or were they like one and done? We don't care how corny and cheesy it looks.
No, we did it a couple of times because like say they didn't get the angle right, or they're like, oh wait, pour that on his chest again, and then.
So you weren't trying to like embrace your Meryl Streep and like really give a performance.
I think I deserved an Oscar for that.
I think there's a Grabby Award for best acting or something. Right?
I had whipped cream put on my butthole.
Bo get it last year, best acting or something?
He's gotten a few. I love Bo. Yeah, there's and
someone we know got best acting, and I was just like, how good is the acting?
Yeah,
like how many times, how many people are in. Who watches that and is like, wow, that acting's good. I dated a porn star years ago before I met you. While we were dating, he flew over to like Spain or somewhere, and they filmed a gay like porno, but they all were like X-Men characters. Like he was Cyclops. I never watched it, but I remember seeing the like poster, and it was just wild.
Those are the ones that people get nominated for. Those like movies.
The movies. Would you do one of those?
And I think eventually, I think Falcon wants to work with me for. I was a backup for the holiday one they were filming.
I don't have any. Cases for your awards, yeah.
It's down the line. I think we'll definitely do it.
So now that you've done it for a few months, which do you like more? Do you like studio or OnlyFans?
I mean, I definitely prefer OnlyFans. I get more control over the content and what's on it and how it's produced, who I'm filming with, which is mostly you.
I thought you were going to say, I like OnlyFans because you're there. You got there.
Said because it's mostly because it's you. Stop trying to start shit.
Which platform is more pressure, gives you a little more stress?
I would say the OnlyFans is more stressful and more challenging, but that's because the reward is greater. Like over a long period of time, OnlyFans has much more potential. Studio stuff, it's like come in, make your money, shoot the scene, it's done. Yeah. Then they take care of the rest. Like OnlyFans run it as my business. It's my baby. Yeah. So like I'm managing. I was
asking more in terms of like filming the scene, not the overall like profit or the risk of each business, but like do you feel you're more stressed filming a Sean Cody scene, or do you feel like you're more stressed filming an OnlyFans scene?
Yeah, no, I think it's the same. I think there's just jitters whether I'm collabing for OnlyFans for the first time with someone or filming it at a studio.
At the end of the day, like which is maybe bringing in more money?
I mean, OnlyFans definitely is our moneymaker. The studio stuff is a nice side hustle right now, and it's exposure and everything. But the OnlyFans is monthly and it's continuous.
Well, if there's something else you're interested to like learn about, kind of either the OnlyFans or the studio stuff, we're always open for feedback or questions, and we actually love getting questions because it creates more opportunities for content for us. So we're always ready and waiting for you guys to respond when we post these videos.
Yeah, I hope you guys learned a little something about kind of what goes on behind the scenes and how it all works and just how they work differently. But find us on all the platforms and check out the other videos.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.